Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to start actually putting the dates on here too, so you guys have something to reference. But today is Wednesday, June 11th, and it's also day 14 of my silk press. I've decided to kind of go live a little bit more frequently to kind of show you what the progress of my silk press is, or how the progress of my silk press is holding up, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what I recommend, how I'm styling it, this, that, and the third. But I will say for the first week, unfortunately, I kind of had it not really styled or appropriately tucked away. So I feel like that first week kind of went to waste, but I am going to stretch it out for at least another 4 days, I think up until Monday at the very latest, particularly because number one, my stylist never recommends to go past 2 weeks, even though I try to stretch it out to get my money's worth, of course. Um, and also because my scalp, I can never get to 4 weeks. I've tried that. It doesn't work. Typically it like by week two-ish is when my scalp starts to like flare up a bit more. And anyway, so that's been the case at this point, but I'm still going to try to stretch it till Monday, Sunday or Monday. And I did put some treatment stuff, some scalp treatment in my hair to kind of like hold it down. So that's why I actually have it tied up like this, because even though it didn't revert my hair, which is great because it's a liquid, um, I still wanted to tame it down with a scarf so that it would stay straight so I didn't have to put more heat. And then I just did a large Bantu knot back here. Okay, so we're going to take it down. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with styling. I think I want to keep it really basic because I have nowhere to go. I have things to do. And so yesterday I did a ponytail. So check out that live so you can see how I did that after having done a loose kind of Bantu knot bun, whatever, with this scrunchie. So the difference is like a regular hair tie and a lot tighter. So we'll see the difference. So let's just take off this scarf and let's look at my scalp. Actually, the scalp treatment stuff, I guess, did its thing. I'll show you guys more closely. But let's just take this guy down so you can see how that worked out. Not bad. Yeah, it just gave me loose waves. So as far as styling, to be honest, I think I'm just gonna let it be. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it be today. Maybe I'll do a headband. Yeah, let's do a headband. Um, yeah, let's do a white headband, I think, just to keep it. But yeah, this is it. And I did put a little bit of oil in it at the ends, on my ends yesterday. And I already brushed it out last night, so that's why I'm just gonna strictly finger comb it out. Let me grab my little um, headband here just to pop this on. Also, too, oh, I burned myself 2 nights ago. So yeah, I think the headband for right now will suffice. I'm not going to put any edge control or anything on my edges because like I said, I'm not really going out. It's not that deep. And I usually only do that for when I'm going out. So I'm not doing too much product buildup. Yep, that works. That works, y'all. So that's it for today's day 14, 2 weeks in, silk press process. Oh, my talk to text is on. Let me turn it off. Um, and I think that's it. So let me finish my skincare actually while I'm on here. Um, all I need to do is pop on a little bit of a lip gloss. Yeah, I'll just do lip gloss. I already did my eye cream, my acne treatment, and my Corex. So I just got to put on my sunscreen and then I'm good to go. And because I just ran my hands through my hair, let me just sanitize my hair, my hands, just so that's not stuff from my hair is not all up on my face. Okay, and like I've already shared, I love the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion SPF 60. Just shake it up. And like I've said before, you're going to do 3 lines. And that should be enough. That should suffice for your... I got some under here. Entire face. And keep in mind, y'all, especially when I step out, I do have two now. I have two different sunscreen lip balms. So usually on my low key, makeup days, I'll actually pop on the lip balm sunscreen when I step out. Indoors, I just do a lip gloss and I still put on my sunscreen as well, because you can still get impacted even though you're indoors. If the sun is out and you have windows, you should still put sunscreen on. Okay. And I am 38 years old, so I'm trying to do whatever I got to do to preserve because I've never had any work done. Not to say I wouldn't plan on getting any work done, but because of that, I'm trying to save my coin and not do too much and preserve that for, or wait to do that until like I'm in my 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. So that's my skin. As you can see, I've got some gray hairs in my brows. I still need to actually do my brows. Like I said, I've already done my eye cream. And actually, speaking of brows, let's put on some, we'll do some brow. Let me show you what the product is. The Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax is usually what I do for when I am not wearing makeup. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but because I'm not really going to do anything else, I think this should be fine. Just to fluff them out, as you can see what's happening here. Okay. But I do need to clean up the bottom brow for sure. All right, I think that's good. And then no highlight, no cheek today. Again, I'm not really stepping out, so I don't want to do any of that. Like I did yesterday. And then what else? No mascara. But maybe, even though I already have my eye cream, maybe I'll do a little bit of, where's my other little eye cream thing? What happened to it? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna do a little bit of this eye cream, but I'm gonna apply it with my finger because I'll have more control. But anyways, I mentioned this already in a live that this is an eye cream that gives a little bit of highlight and luminosity. So it kind of has a brightening effect, and it also feels kind of like refreshing when you pop it on. Not really tingly, that's not the word, but it kind of has like a menthol is perhaps the closest word I can think of, but it just feels, there's a little bit of a sensation, but it's very subtle and it definitely helps kind of wake up the eye. Okay. So there's that. That'll be the only thing I pop on. Yeah. Love it. All right. Oh, and this product, just so you guys know, even though I've mentioned it before, but in case this is your first video you're catching, is by Dalton. And this is the, hold on. This is the Doll Skin Genius Brighten and Smooth Under Eye Lifting Stick. Okay. All right, guys, if that's it, I'm going to do the next live to showcase meal number 3 of my Cook Unity subscription. The meals have been literally chef's kiss, and they're literal chefs that actually make them. So if you're around to check that out, make sure to see that. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a blessed one. Goodbye.